I would definitely recommend taking some fruit with you just because it's so delicious, hydrating, and it's going to keep you satisfied as long as you're eating enough of it. One of my favorite combinations is watermelon and passion fruit, and yeah, it's pretty much just the best combination ever. If you haven't tried it, definitely try it. I also really love oranges because they're so easy, and mixing them in with some mango. Yeah, as long as you're eating enough of this, then you're definitely going to feel satisfied. I would probably have about 2 containers worth of morning tea, or like a whole rock melon, something like that. Just make sure you're eating enough to feel satisfied and feel full after you have your morning tea. And yeah, try not to drop it all over the floor when you're cutting it up. Nectarines are also really good because you can just take them as is. You don't need to do any prep work to them. Also, grapes are really good for that as well. Yeah, so fruit's just pretty much amazing, and it's definitely going to keep you going through school or work or uni. If you don't feel like having fruit, then I also love making these oat and date balls. They're really simple, only 3 ingredients, oats, dates and coconut, and yeah, they just keep you full and they're really easy to snack on. So to make them, you just pretty much mix up a cup of oats with about 8 to 10 dates and add in some cinnamon, and then you can just play around and put whatever you like in here, like some tahini or maple syrup or peanut butter, and then blend that up until it's a nice kind of gooey consistency where it's easy enough to roll into a ball. So you just roll them up into balls, really simple, and then douse them in coconut or whatever else you would like really. And then you have an easy snack that you can just keep in the fridge, make them in bulk, and then yeah, just grab them as you need them. The first lunch recipe is just a cold pasta salad. It is so easy and so delicious. I would definitely recommend boiling the pasta the night before and then just storing it in the fridge and then rehydrating the pasta with some cold water before you make the salad, so it's not all like dry and gross, if that makes sense. Now this is like a Mediterranean kind of style pasta. I use these amazing roast capsicums I just get from Woolworths. They've got no added oil in them and quite low sodium, so they're just perfect. And also some olives as well. They've got no added oil, and yeah, they're just really great. So I chop some of those up. I also add in some fresh basil, some rocket and some parsley because herbs are amazing, and then just some cherry tomatoes chopped up, and of course lemon juice and pepper to top. If you want to spice this dish up, you can also add some avocado or some roasted mushrooms, or yeah, you know, be creative. Next one is just a fairly simple salad sandwich. I just put on, you know, all my favorite usual salad toppings, some beetroot, which is awesome, just any bread that you like, some lettuce and some rocket, and then these, which are my new favorite obsession, grilled mushrooms. I just grill them in the oven for like 10 minutes or so, or you can even put them in a pan, and then yeah, putting them on the sandwich just makes it like next level good. And top it with some mustard or some hummus or whatever you like, and yeah, you have yourself a really simple but delicious sandwich, and I would probably like eat 3 or so of these, so just dig in. Here we have my all-time favorite quinoa recipe. It's so simple, but it's just like amazing. Anyway, you need to just cook the quinoa normally in a rice cooker, and then you can pretty much put in whatever vegetables you like. I used corn, red onion, mushrooms, tomatoes, and some spinach and capsicum actually. And yeah, just let that cook up in a pan, quite simple. Once it's done, you can just combine the ingredients, mix it around, and then put in some mirin, which is like this Japanese vinegar, I think. Anyway, it's just really good. I suggest you get some mirin if you don't have any. And of course some tamari and a few sesame seeds, and then you're pretty much just going to top this dish off with some coriander and some avocado, and that's it. You can keep it in the fridge, make it in big batches. Super simple. Now, this one my dad used to make me for my school lunches, and it was always one of my favorites, so I thought I would show you guys how to make it. It's just a Lebanese style wrap with 2 elements, the tabbouleh and the hummus. The tabbouleh, first all you have to do is chop up some parsley and then mix through some cracked wheat. If you don't know how to prepare the cracked wheat, then just Google it, it's really simple. And then yeah, we're going to add in some chopped tomatoes and some lemon juice, some cracked pepper and some red onion. It's really simple, and I would make this in like a bigger batch and then just keep it in the fridge and pull it out when I go to make the wraps in the morning. For the hummus, we're just going to take a tin of chickpeas, rinse them off, put them in a food processor, add about a teaspoon of tahini, plus put some garlic in there and some lemon juice, quite a bit of lemon juice, like a whole lemon, and some smoked paprika, and of course pepper. And then yeah, just blend that up. If it is a bit dry, then I just add a little bit of water and keep blending. And yeah, it's pretty much perfect. So then we're going to use Lebanese bread, which I highly recommend. It's got no oil in it, it's quite low sodium, really delicious. And then we're going to put on the hummus and the tabbouleh, and I also like to add some sliced cucumber. This is really refreshing, and yeah, just you can put whatever you like on it, but just to have a play around and see what you like. Last but not least is a classic sweet potato and bean chili. I couldn't help but put this in because it's really just probably one of my favourite things to eat. Sweet potatoes are so easy. You can just bake them the night before in the oven at about, I usually do it at about 150 to 180 for an hour or so. And yeah, once they're all squishy and delicious, you can choose how you want to eat them. Sometimes I take the skin off, sometimes I leave it on, just depending on what I feel like. To go with these sweet potatoes, I'm just going to make up a bean chili. So I'm using some zucchini, capsicum and onion, plus some frozen corn, a tin of tomatoes and a tin of red kidney beans with no added salt, which is always great. I use this Mexican seasoning from Gourmet Organic Herbs, and I just buy it from the health food shop. It's amazing. Definitely recommend that seasoning. And then yeah, just going to cook that up in a pot, add in my tomatoes and my beans, and let that cook away, and that's pretty much it. It's so simple. I like to make these in a big batch as well, and just keep it in the fridge so I can have it with rice or quinoa or whatever I like. So yeah, I'm just going to throw these in a container for how I would take it to school or work, and add in some lettuce and my chili, and top it with some sriracha and some rocket and avocado of course, and then you pretty much have perfection in a container. Now sweet potatoes are like the perfect food, but you could always mix this up and put some rice in instead, or some quinoa or whatever you like, and yeah, voila! So that's all of my favourite recipes, and don't forget guys, just don't restrict your calories, eat as much as you want. These are all healthy and amazing foods. Don't be scared of the carbs, and yeah, just pack as much as you want when you go to school so that you're full throughout the whole day.